get caught. So I called a texting some dude this morning. Didn't want to tell me who it is. I said, okay, I'll let it go. So this is what she does. Then she want to try to act like, what you call it, then like put on. Call the police. Call the police, wifey. Check what you did. Look at what you did. Look at what you did. Now, look. You see her push me? Always putting the hands on me. So y'all see this? Witness this. You woke her up. You so loud. Look at this. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. Because you got caught texting somebody? You're mad because you got caught texting a dude? Again, you see this right here, guys? She broke the TV. She broke this TV. She broke this right here. So what I do? Her laptop broke in. Her iPad broke in.
After watching that clip, it appears as though, and I could be wrong, at face value, that brother is living under her roof, under her lease, abiding by her terms. He probably doesn't have a place to live. It sounded like they were married because he did say wifey, so that could be a possibility. But the fact still remains, that man is under extreme duress. Now, I guarantee you, that wasn't the first time that that's happened. That was the first time that she pushed him or hit him or broke his stuff or messed his stuff up or tore his clothes up, cut his shoestrings up, whatever. That was the first time. And it hopefully is going to be the last, but you never know. You got to understand something about women. If you move in with them, they're going to make your life a living hell. They're not going to go easy on you. You're not going to be the king of the castle due to the fact that she's going to think in her mind, oh, this dude is living with me, man. What? I don't got to, listen to him. I don't got to follow him. I don't got to respect him. That's why, guys, you have to have your own stuff, and you always must maintain walk-away power. Because when you do this, this is going to put women in check. It's going to tell her, oh, man, he's going to leave me. Okay, let me listen to him. Let me follow his instruction. See, when you live by a woman's rules, she will always treat you like trash. She will always disrespect you because women are not put on this earth to lead. They're supposed to be following your instruction and your rules. Now, she did say something that kind of caught me off guard. And she says, oh, I'm trying to get rid of his stuff. I'm trying to put his stuff out. So it sounds like that he is living there and he, it's been there for some time. Guys, make sure that you are respected at all times by women. Even if they happen to cheat on you, even if, you catch them texting another guy, listen, either walk away or just understand that she's not yours. It's just your turn. Women are for the streets. And you can tell by the nature of women, but when you start talking to them and hanging out with them and dating them, if they sleep around. Don't get upset if you catch your woman, your girlfriend, or your wife cheating on you, text another guy, talking, all that stuff, because women love attention. They love to be desired. If you ever find a woman, or your woman for that matter, talking to another man, don't bring it up. Just pack all your stuff up. Or if she's living with you under your roof and has moved in with you, pack all her stuff up and set it outside. And heck, screenshot the message or let her know, hey, it's not going to work out. And I caught you texting another guy, whatever. But never act on any emotion. Never get frustrated and angry at her, because what's going to happen is she's going to always win. Notice how she called law enforcement. She called the police. And she's like, oh, and trying to blame it on the man because law enforcement almost always believes the woman, because they usually always call the cops. So they're going to show up at your door and say, oh, so what's going on? Behind your back, hands behind your back. They're going to believe the woman because she's going to start crying and screaming and saying, oh, look, it's all his fault. Right. So it was good that brother recorded. He got it on camera and video. So he's able to show people and everything. But the fact of the matter is he's still there. He endured that. That's not the first time that stuff has happened. She most likely have physically abused him, verbally abused him, put him down, wrecked his stuff. I mean, it sounds like they got a child in the background maybe. It's crazy and sad But a lot of men are going through that exact same situation. They probably love the woman. They got a kid or two. They most likely married or something. And they want to keep it together because they genuinely love the woman. But she has a lot of psychotic issues, or, she has her own agenda. So what happens is guys just stick through that. They say, well, all right, it'll roll over. It'll smooth over tomorrow. We'll have makeup sex. By next week, things will be back to normal. But what women is, if you don't check them right away and you don't get rid of them, or you don't just, correct them, what's going to happen is it's going to be a snowball effect. Any sort of disrespect, like the smallest amount, guys, a woman sees like a chink in your armor. She's like, okay, something in them tells them to, oh, let me keep disrespecting. Let me keep trying to, let me make it worse. For some reason, women are like that, but they always test for weakness. And I'm saying that brother is a weak human being physically, but when it comes to his morals and his backbone, yes, he's weak because he's unable to, listen, I'm out of here. Listen, it's done and over with. I hope he left. I really did. I believe he did. But the fact of the matter is, there are a lot of men out there who feel as though that I can't leave, that I invested so much into this woman, to my family, to this marriage, the situation, that, let me give it one more week, one more go around, one more year, one more month. I know she'll get better. Guys, there's a lot of women you're going to meet that have a lot of mental psychotic issues, and they want to control situations. And that's how they do it. They break your stuff. They destroy your stuff to try to break your ego and bruise you, then try to call law enforcement and do all types of stuff. Listen, women call the police all the time for silly things to try to break the man, because that's how they try to get him either locked up or just, reprimand him and put him in check. There's women who will call law enforcement, and I've heard many times where they'll call them and then they'll get you put in jail for like 24 hours or 16 hours. Then they'll come down to the station and bail you out, pay the little money, and then have you back into the house and everything. And now you sitting there with your tail between your leg, and basically you're like, okay, I'm ready to abide by, your rules. It's okay, baby. And she's looking at you like, all right, we're going to work through this, but it never works out. Because once a woman disrespects you one single time, if you don't check that, and if it keeps going, listen, it's over with, because you only have respect. When it comes to women, there's no love, it's respect. If she doesn't respect you, she would never be attracted to you, and she would never really want to have sex with you. This is why, guys, always have your own stuff. Never let anybody, especially a woman, disrespect you, play you, break your belongings, tear your stuff up. Even if she bought it, don't let her do any of that, because some women will say that. They'll be like, well, I bought this so I can break it out. I can do all this. Listen, there's a lot of women who have control issues, who need therapy, who need some sort of psychiatric treatment. They need to be put in a straitjacket. I kid you not. And they don't want to seek that sort of treatment. So what they'll do is they'll just mess your stuff up as some sort of therapy. They'll break your stuff. They'll destroy things. They'll all types of stuff because they don't want to seek help. So guys, in order for you to help yourself, always make sure that you have walkaway power. Always make sure that you have your own place, that if a woman disrespects you, listen, she has to go, because there's a high chance that brother never really laid down groundwork. He never, said, hey, this is how the household was going to be ran. And if you don't like it, then it's over with. He probably didn't do that. Maybe he did. Maybe it just eroded away. Maybe they've been together sometime and he was just like, he got comfortable. Because that's something a lot of women will do too. They'll get comfortable with you. And then they just, you've been with her for some time. So, just you get used to her, and she'll, pull some sort of disrespect. She'll call you out your name. She'll, shove you. She'll push you. She'll smack your arm. Like, women do it in small little spurts. She'll like pinch you, or she'll like flick your ear, like all that stuff. And you like, oh, you kind of brush it off. But over time, it'll get worse and worse and worse. Important key, guys, maintain boundaries, have walkaway power. Make sure you lay the groundwork and the blueprint of how the situation and relationship is going to be ran between you and that woman, because she needs you more than you need her. And above all, guys, make sure that everybody is respecting you. And if they don't respect you, heck, just walk away. Just say, you know what, just don't explain yourself. Just get your stuff and walk away. Because even if you try to explain yourself, you try to let them know, hey, I don't like doing this. There's a lot of times they'll be like, okay. And if you stay there, they'll just keep treating you poorly. Now, it might take them a week or two, a few months or a year, but they'll ramp it back up. Guys, never let a woman treat you like trash. Never let a woman destroy your belongings and the stuff that you've worked hard for. It's not worth it in the end. There's too many women out here who will respect you, who will treat you well, who will treat you good, and who will want a guy like you around.